Hello and welcome back to GamerSpeak. You're with Kai today. How you doing today? I wanted to go over something I found on the internet, which is a video game addiction lawsuit. And apparently a lot of parents are suing multiple gaming companies saying that their kids are addicted to the reward system of gaming and all that. My first question to these parents is, do your kids have a phone? I've met 9-year-olds who have phones and have told me that they just love to just sit and doom scroll all day. Is that not giving a very similar dopamine reward in the brain when we're doing stuff like that? And you know, there are times where obviously games, especially like the free to play like PvP, are built to keep you around for longer. They have like all this engagement optimization matchmaking stuff, which is just wild and jaw-dropping when you learn that these companies are setting you up with bots to lose so that you'll buy their nice skin, because subconsciously you think that's the reason they're winning. So while I can get there maybe some slight merit to this, I think it's just part of growing up. Like, what else do you expect a kid to do in the summertime? I've known people who say my 13-year-old nephew, all he does is play games all day long. Okay, well, if that's really a problem, why aren't you parenting? That's my second question. Why aren't you parenting them? Like, I'm sorry, the 90s was like filled with parents going, all right, go play outside for a bit, and we did. But I don't know why it just doesn't seem to be like a thing anymore. Society just seems more isolated than ever. I don't know what it is, but it's always concerning to me when a parent doesn't want to step up and parent their child. I don't get it. It just seems like a money grab or something like that. So let's read into this a little bit and see if we have any other interesting things to note. The sentence, I already have something to say about this. Parents are suing to recover losses they suffered due to depression, anxiety, gamer's rage, and other mental health disturbances because they have difficulty with impulse control. Again, do they not have phones? And I'm not saying if it's okay to game all day, it's okay to be on your phone all day, moderation, right? But like, you gotta stop blaming everything on stuff that you're essentially giving your kids access to. And there's multiple good things about some of these, like Minecraft. Honestly, it's a great like world building game that you can use a lot of creativity in that. And I talked before about how I was given Grand Theft Auto 2 young and I turned out just fine. I'm pretty sure anyway. Roblox is a lot of brain rot, but let's be honest, there's some good games on there that are fun. I could watch Queso play Dress to Impress like anytime. And then obviously like Fortnite, Call of Duty, like yeah, you got your repetitive like shooters, and parents have always been upset about that crap. But again, I think it's a healthy outlet to letting out some of those things and growing hand and eye coordination and developing like certain skills as well as deduction and logic. There's a lot of people that don't even think that gaming teaches you deduction and stuff, but it does. Yeah, it just boggles my mind that if your kid is really experiencing all of this and you just can't get them off of the games, take the game away. I don't know, spend time with your kid. There's so many parents that I know nowadays that are just disengaged with their kids and don't say like, oh, like let's go draw something, or hey, let's go like look up a hobby on YouTube and see if you want to try something, or ask what the child is into and getting them into something else, because gaming can always be there. I think teaching your child to be well-rounded and round out their day with other things that may interest them or explore other things that may interest them is really good and healthy. You know, it's like, you gotta, if you're gonna complain, why aren't you gonna give a damn and spend some time with your kids? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And clearly not every family's like that, but you get it. Can someone explain to me how playing these games cause young people to experience physical injuries? You mean he has gamer rage so bad that he injures himself? Well, tell your kid not to do it. You know, that it's unhealthy to express or vent in an angry or negative way. Like, that's what I think anyway. I mean, this is just common sense, right? You can't blame video games and kids who play video games all of these reasons. Like, they're struggling or failing in school. Maybe some of them are. I think it's coincidence. Correlation doesn't mean causation, which is causing them and their families to suffer emotionally, socially, financially. Again, if you're suffering this hard and taking such a huge hit to the family and even like wanting to spend time and money and effort into an active lawsuit against giant companies with really good lawyers, why aren't you doing other things first? Like just talking to your child, bringing them to a therapist or something, or even getting them around other kids. I don't know. It just seems like extreme. This next paragraph says the design of these games can override someone's ability to limit the time they spend gaming. Yeah, it's called a good game. It's called having fun. And again, it's called being a parent and stepping in and saying, all right, it's time to go play outside for a bit now. That is the parent's job. I don't understand. They get to be like, oh no, my kid's playing video games all day and there's nothing I can do. Like, that's your child. And then we come to the real crux of the problem is that they just want financial relief. Maybe the parents are just mad that they have to spend more on consoles and games now. I get it. I feel the burn. And if they're just trying to slight these companies, like whatever, that could be it. Because it's not going to fix your problems. Your kid's already playing games. Guess what? Games are everywhere nowadays. Games are everywhere. They're on your phones, tablets, there's kids games, there's everything. So it's like
even more clear that it's just for financial gain, really.
And I'll say this every time, is you vote with your dollar every day. And if there's a company doing something you don't like I'm looking at you, Activision, you're pretty much always the worst one that shows up. That we know about anyway, right? All of this stuff going on in their company, issues like that, stealing from artists, stealing from even I heard musicians lately. Like there's active lawsuits going on for that. So yeah, but that just proves all the more that these people have so many lawyers and they're just gonna look at all these parents and just go, just parent your kid. That's, at the end of the day, that's all it's gonna be. Parents, advocates, and young adults believe tech companies knew the risks and failed to warn the public. Lord have mercy. What? Now, no one here likes microtransactions, and we all know loot boxes is like a side form of gambling that shouldn't be introduced to children. And honestly, I think Roblox should be, there's just something about it. We have a time limit on Roblox and it's like, because it's just utter brain rot. Like guys, the game, I don't mean to sidetrack here, but the games, can I pull one up? There's literally brain rot games in Roblox where you just stand in line and you can cut the line and you can whatever, and Shrek will come out of a toilet and like fart bomb everyone. And like, I get it, it's kid stuff at the end of the day, like whatever, but also it just seems a little brain rotty. Or like the one where they pick up laundry and put it back in like the hamper and stuff, and I'm like, this is boring. And you're also doing things that you don't even do in real life, so why? It's not like this game is teaching you how to pick up your laundry more. You're not fucking doing it.
And like the majority of them are just these worker games where you just push a button 15,000 times over and you get some kind of visual effect or prize for it or whatever, and that's it. And like, great, kids are learning to make games with Roblox, like that's cool, but still, I don't know, I'm split on it, obviously.
If one of the bad signs of a video game addiction is that your kid is overspending on games, again, why do they have access to your money? Even if they're a teenager and it's like their own money or whatever, you still should step in as the parent and be like, hey, just so you know, it's not like a wise financial thing to just dump all your money into an endless game that's just going to give you a skin back. Like there are things like mods and stuff you can do. Heck, your kid might even become super interested in modding or programming or creating a game themselves, and that's another way to get them out of just playing dumb video games all day and onto something better. Like, I don't know. I think that's about all I have to say about it. I didn't think I was going to talk for 9 minutes about this, but what do you guys think about it? Obviously, it's just dumb. It's crap. I mean, if you disagree, go ahead and yell at me. Go ahead and tell me your experience and what you think about it, but that's all I got for you today. If you like this kind of stuff, please give us a thumbs up. We're going to be shooting everything we got at you, so I know our channel's like all over the place, but we're just trying to have fun with it and talk about things that we're passionate about in the gaming world. So
thank you for rolling a nat 20 by staying to the end of the video with me today.
Good luck with your RNG, and you have yourself a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Because they believe that their kids are developing. Sorry, Steph's getting his kicked in Splitgate too. He can't help it.